This last exhibit, or the current exhibit, I should say, it's not the last exhibit by any means. So the current exhibit, I got a sense that it was sort of near and dear to you because it was pulling in the high school and elementary schools and this volunteer program called Archaeology. Do you want to talk about that?
Yeah, we talk a lot about our public schools. We talk about improving them. And I think one of the things that makes for really great neighborhood schools are enrichment programs, things like music and things like art, the sports programs. Yeah. And this is one example of what what our kids are working on in our community. And it's an amazing exhibit. When you walk in, it doesn't look like a government office at all. And in fact, it looks, I mean, it's kind of hard to describe, but it's kind of like a coffee house, kind of like a playhouse, kind of. But what's nice is it also, again, sets a different tone for us to be more creative, to be more innovative. And what's nice is, this is all done by kids in their spare time, put together by a woman who is volunteering her time to help kids here in the ward. And I think it's a great example of the many things that are going on in our community where the community partners with children to get things done.
To me, the most exciting part of being involved with this is just how many fantastic things are happening in this ward is so exciting.
The way we talk about wards, it's a political, it's a set of political boundaries. But I think what you see out there with the archaeology exhibit or what you saw with the Ravenswood Art Walk exhibit was that, it's a community, and I think that within those political boundaries there are some really distinct communities, and those communities come together on a number of efforts, and I think that comes through with the art displays.
That's so interesting that you said boundaries, because this last quarter has really been a lot about changing the ward's boundaries and how everyone's dealt with that. What was the first thing, and this is something we've been asking everyone, what was the first thing that kind of popped into your head when you walked in with the archaeology exhibit?
I saw it from across the street because I parked and I was like, I didn't know what to think of it. I mean, I loved it. I knew it was going to look amazing. But you could see the black and white pieces from across the street. And it was dark out and you could still see it. So I knew it was going to be pretty dramatic. I love it. It's amazing. It's nice to be able to walk in every morning and see that.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter whether you're in a good mood or bad mood or just crabby or tired. It's just nice to be able to walk in. It's a great start to the day. But also for me, what's really great is when we set up meetings here, and someone from the city or someone from another organization hasn't been in our office before, and that's the first thing they see. And so it's a great way to start a conversation.
Oh, I bet.
And people are really interested. And I can tell you that there are other aldermen that are looking to integrate the arts into their office. And public art is one of the major initiatives of the Emanuel administration. They're looking at, I know Michelle Boone, it's the Department of Special Events and Cultural Affairs, is looking at expanding art installations to public spaces in a way that really showcases what's going on in our various communities around the city. And I think one of the things we want to be able to do is say, look, more city council members should be opening up their offices and letting the community put things up on the walls or put things in and around the office. I think it'd be great. It's a way to draw the community in, right? Yeah. And so for us, it's been an incredible experience, and I think we should expand these efforts.
Ameya, thanks so much for. I don't know if there's anything else you wanted to add.
It's been amazing so far. Thank you so much for everything that you've done. Thank you to the committee. Thank you for taking time, out of your lives, out of your busy schedules to, put these installations together, because I know how much time it takes, So I really appreciate it. It makes our job easier to do. It also makes our job. It makes all of it worth it.
Well, thanks. On behalf of the committee and behalf of everyone on the ward, thank you for opening up your walls to the artists.